Dr. Simone didn't just whisper her truth. She lobbed a bomb at her own son that could obliterate his reputation. And here's the kicker, she didn't sob or collapse. No, she delivered it with pure fury, dread, and a stare that screamed years of pent-up frustration. Insiders claim the second her words dropped, lawyers, producers, and even family members went into full-blown panic mode. Because this isn't merely a tale of a son flipping out on his mom. This is about power, domination, and a skeleton that's been shoved under the rug far too long. One insider's description supposedly rewrote the entire narrative. That night wasn't just about raised voices. Lines were crossed. And that's when it turned downright perilous. Now everyone's whispering the question nobody dared to ask. If her son really lost control, why did Dr. Simone keep mum all those years? But here comes the real shocker. The next line she uttered was clearly never meant for the spotlight, because if it hits the public, this stops being private family tea. It explodes into a full-scale scandal. And if you think this is straightforward drama, think harder. Even the victim is under the microscope, and the villain may shock you. 4 years, Dr. Simone was untouchable, admired, brilliant, composed, a queen of authority and calm. On camera, she seemed flawless. Off camera, insiders now whisper everything was already crumbling behind that polished facade and professional grin. At the core of it all, her son. Close sources insist this wasn't a sudden blow-up. It was years of mounting pressure, silent fights, awkward pauses, moments so tense you could cut them with a knife, yet no one dared speak. Publicly, her son was golden, polite, quiet, maybe a little aloof. But insiders tell a darker tale. They claim he wrestled with anger, control issues, and an identity crisis that only worsened as he aged. And Dr. Simone? She handled it the only way she knew, by clinging to control. A former family insider spilled something spine-chilling. These weren't normal arguments. They argued in silence, which, let's be honest, is way more dangerous because silence never fixes anything. It just stores up the boom. Sources claim there were countless incidents never meant for public eyes. Times when voices escalated behind closed doors. Moments when objects flew. Times Dr. Simone allegedly tried to warn people. If this leaks, it could obliterate everything. But what exactly? Her rep, her family, or the real truth? That question is haunting everyone. What's even scarier is the power imbalance. Dr. Simone wasn't just mom. She was the boss, the decision-maker, the one with money, influence, and connections. Her son grew up entirely in that shadow. Insiders say it brewed a simmering resentment, not loud, just patient. One close source claims he felt monitored his whole life. Every step, every blunder, scrutinized, corrected. Meanwhile, Dr. Simone believed she was shielding him, from himself, from scandal, from shame, from reality. But protection morphs into pressure, and pressure into pure rage. Terrifyingly, some saw red flags long before the alleged blow-up. Friends noticed tense vibes. Producers noticed conversations freezing the second he walked in. Even distant relatives reportedly kept their distance. Still, nobody intervened, because when someone like Dr. Simone talks, people listen. And when she stays quiet, everyone assumes calm, until the storm hits. That night didn't explode with headlines. It wasn't public. It was private. No cameras, no witnesses, just years of tension in a single room. Which is why this mess is so dangerous. Now we're stuck with versions. Dr. Simone's, composed, fiery, carefully chosen. His, quiet, defensive, full of denial. And the insiders? Just enough leaks to keep gossip sizzling. And here's the kicker, some say this isn't merely violence. They argue it's years of emotional damage, power games, and mutual manipulation. That doesn't excuse anything, but it sure complicates the narrative. Because when Dr. Simone finally spoke, she didn't. She just accused her son. But in doing so, she laid bare a family chaos nobody was supposed to witness. And that's why this story has everyone picking sides. Some swear she's telling the truth. Some think her son is being framed. Others suspect the real story is darker than either side dares admit. Just when the audience thought they had the plot figured out, a leaked tidbit emerged. Something hinting that the drama went far beyond what Dr. Simone revealed. Once that secret comes out, nothing about this family will ever be ordinary again. Insider reports say the night of the explosion didn't erupt in chaos. It started with silence. Sources say Dr. Simone and her son were alone in the house. No cameras, no guards, no witnesses, just years of unresolved tension in one room. One insider claims the fight kicked off over something trivial, a word, a glance, a ghost from the past that shouldn't have resurfaced. But in families like this, nothing is trivial, every comment carries weight. Witnesses who spoke later privately said voices climbed, then softened, then flared again. And that's when everything reportedly snapped. Leaked accounts suggest Dr. Simone confronted her son over his conduct, his attitude, and what she claimed was him spiraling out of control. He allegedly fired back. And here's where the story turns grim. One insider says he yelled something that froze Dr. Simone instantly, "You don't control me anymore." Seconds later, per the same source, it got physical. Not a slow build-up, not a cinematic moment, just a sudden shove, an impact, an instant. Dr. Simone later called it an attack. But here's the twist, not everyone sees it that way. And just when it couldn't get messier, another leak appeared. Something involving a third party who allegedly knew about the family tension long before the incident. If true, this isn't just mother-son drama anymore. It escalates into a far larger, more damaging scandal. What began as a private, fiery argument has now ignited a wildfire across social media and news outlets. Within hours of Dr. Simone's statement, leaked videos, screenshots, and audio clips surfaced, throwing the entire story into chaos. One jaw-dropping video allegedly captured by a family. An insider apparently captured a fiery showdown in the very room where it all went down. The clip, grainy as a vintage film, showed tension, raised voices, and what looked like a physical scuffle. But here's the twist. Just when viewers thought they'd got the whole picture, the footage cuts out, leaving more mysteries than answers. Twitter erupted within minutes. Fans and critics collided over hashtags like #SimoneDrama and #FamilyTruth, some branding Dr. Simone a controlling tyrant, others defending her as a victim of entitlement and disrespect. Then hit the first bombshell. A leaked text supposedly from a family confidant revealed Michael, the son, confessing to months of secret financial shenanigans, charging nearly $60,000 on his mother's cards behind her back. The text read, "I know she'll never say no. She always covers for me." Suddenly, this saga felt darker. Is it just a family imploding, or a masterclass in betrayal hidden behind wealth and luxury? Celebrities piled on. One top rapper tweeted, "Parents must teach respect. No amount of money buys that." Meanwhile, a talk show host teased an exclusive interview with unseen details. The frenzy escalated with a bombshell twist. An anonymous source, claiming to be a close family friend, hinted at a deep, hidden scandal involving Cecil, Dr. Simone's husband, possibly the true catalyst of the violent tension. Allegedly, Cecil had been hiding secrets capable of shaking the entire family foundation. Social media immediately went wild. Was Cecil enabling Michael's recklessness? Was the marriage already fractured behind closed doors? Then came a leaked audio of Cecil whispering to a friend, "Sometimes silence is the only way to survive." The chilling line left fans questioning what Cecil had really been hiding, and how deep the dysfunction went. To make matters worse, a viral, unverified post claimed Dr. Simone had once considered leaving quietly, only staying for appearances. All of this confirmed one undeniable truth. Public perception had shifted. This was no longer just a mother-son clash. It was a sprawling saga of lies, betrayal, and jaw-dropping secrets. Just when you thought this roller coaster couldn't get wilder, an insider dropped a final cliffhanger. This mess is far from over. What's coming next will flip everything you thought you knew upside down. So buckle up, viewers, because the drama is heating up, and the next chapter promises even more shocking revelations that will leave everyone speechless. The moment news of Dr. Simone's family scandal hit, the world couldn't look away. What began as a private family mess quickly morphed into a global spectacle. Social media, entertainment news, and late-night talk shows all lit up with relentless coverage. Within minutes, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok exploded with reactions, some sympathetic, many merciless. The hashtag #Simone saga trended worldwide, turning into a battlefield where fans, critics, and celebrities clashed over the truth behind the headlines. Supporters of Dr. Simone flooded comment sections with encouragement, She'd been holding this family together alone for years, finally standing up for herself. Boundaries are necessary, and she's teaching a hard lesson, but opposition was fierce. $60,000 or not, what kind of mother just cuts her kid off? Family drama or not, this stung like public humiliation. Where's the loyalty? Celebrities didn't stay quiet either. A famous reality star tweeted, "This is why parenting isn't about money. It's about respect and values, something some families forget." Meanwhile, a top entertainment outlet ran a poll asking viewers who's really at fault in the Simone fallout. Results were nearly split. Half blamed the son's blatant disrespect, half blamed parents for enabling toxic behavior. Industry insiders were equally shocked. Multiple sources hinted this scandal could redefine celebrity family dynamics in public perception. One Hollywood producer said off the record, "We've never seen a blow-up this raw, this fast." It's not just gossip, it's a wake-up call about wealth, responsibility, and emotional burnout. Late-night hosts wasted zero time spinning the scandal into viral gold, blending jokes with brutal truths. One quipped, "When your kid racks up $60,000 thinking it's pocket change, guess who's really running the family?" But the humor barely hid the bigger debate raging across panels and podcasts. How far can love stretch before it becomes enabling? And when does support tip into self-sacrifice at a devastating price? The media frenzy also exposed awkward societal divides. Conversations erupted about rich families and entitlement culture, comparing Dr. Simone's drama to famous dynasties with luxury lifestyles but ironclad rules. Social commentators argued, is this a generational wealth problem or parenting failure? Why do some kids grow up grateful while others spiral into reckless entitlement? Amid the chaos, influencers and mental health experts weighed in, pointing to the emotional toll on Dr. Simone, publicly exhausted, isolated, and forced to put herself first for the first time. One well-known therapist tweeted, "Caregiver burnout is real and often ignored. Setting boundaries isn't selfish, it's survival." Fans, meanwhile, became obsessed with every scrap of evidence, from leaked texts to cryptic social posts, dissecting every word for hidden meaning. Online forums buzzed with theories, turning this family meltdown into a collective mystery everyone wanted solved. Despite all the uproar, one fact was undeniable. The public was captivated, split, and desperate for the next reveal, the next twist, the next shocking truth. And as the storm raged, one question hung in the air. Would this scandal mend a broken family or shatter it completely? The answer, of course, remains hidden, for now. Just when people thought they'd seen it all, the saga jumped off the rails into jaw-dropping territory. The already explosive family scandal took an unexpected spiral. Sources close to the Simone household revealed a secret so shocking it could rewrite everything we thought we knew. According to an insider leak, Michael's reckless spending was just the tip of the iceberg. Behind closed doors, a hidden battle rages, involving not only money but dark secrets, betrayals, and whispered threats. A mysterious text surfaced late last night, allegedly between Michael and an unknown figure, threatening to spill everything if demands weren't met. The contents were shocking enough to send ripples through the family and ignite an online firestorm. If mom doesn't back off, the truth about events from years ago will surface, and it won't be pretty. Suddenly, what looked like a simple tale of entitlement and exhaustion twisted into something sinister. What is this hidden truth? Who is behind the threat? And how deep does the Simone family's drama really go? Adding more fuel, a leaked video clip has emerged showing a tense confrontation between Dr. Simone and Michael, far more volatile than anything previously reported. Their exchange, raw, emotional, and full of accusations, exposed fractures deeper than any financial dispute. Michael's voice shakes with anger. "You think you can control everything? I'm not a child anymore. You don't own me." Dr. Simone's reply, cold and resolute, "I'm done. Watching you destroy everything I built. This ends now." The intensity left even family friends speechless. Clearly, this isn't about money, it's about power, control, and years of buried pain finally erupting. As the scandal intensifies, insiders warn this may only be the beginning. One source close to the family predicts, there's a lot more dirt coming out. The family's foundation is cracking, and the fallout will change everything. Fans and critics now scrutinize every social media move, waiting for new leaks or confessions. The once clear battle lines are blurred, and each revelation seems to uncover even darker secrets. And here's the creepiest part. Whispers suggest this could trigger legal battles, custody fights, and even more explosive betrayals. The public asks, how much more can this family take before everything shatters? And as if that weren't enough, a surprise twist hit just hours ago. Dr. Simone posted a cryptic message on her now private Instagram. Sometimes choosing yourself means losing everything you thought mattered, it read. What does this cryptic post mean for the future of the Simone family? Is it a sign of surrender, or the start of a powerful comeback? One thing is crystal clear, the story is far from over. The drama has hit fever pitch, and the world is glued to every move. So, what's next? Will Michael finally face the consequences he's been dodging? Will Dr. Simone rebuild her life on her own terms? Or will this family saga end in irreversible heartbreak? The answers are just beyond the horizon, waiting for the next explosive chapter. Stay tuned, because the next update promises to be even more shocking, emotional, and unbelievable than anything you've seen so far. And this is only the beginning. What do you think about this jaw-dropping family drama? Was Dr. Simone right to finally declare, I'm done, or did things go too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments, don't hold back. Hit like if you're shocked by these revelations, and subscribe so you don't miss the next earth-shattering update. Share this video with friends who live for drama, because trust me, they're going to want to see every twist as it unfolds.